What I've got for you today is something so powerful and amazing that it's going to give you great ball striking instantly. Not next week, not tomorrow, not next year. Right now when you do this in this video today. I'm really excited. If you want to be a great ball striker, you have to learn how to get this club to descend to the ground at the same spot every single time. That means you're taking a divot on the front side of the golf ball. That's that feeling that keeps you coming back to play more golf. Oh, that just felt great. Now imagine the best feeling golf shot you ever had. Imagine doing that every single time. This simple trick gets you to do that. In fact, every golfer should be doing this. If you're not doing this, I don't know what you're doing. You're sitting on a couch just waiting for perfect golf shots to come to you? No, we're gonna make it happen. The way we get this club to come into the ground the same spot every single time comes from one really simple thought, and that is to keep your head in place. If you keep your head in place, that means your head's not moving forward, backward, bobbing up and down. If you keep your head in place, it allows you to return this club to the same spot every time. And it's so simple. It's like the whole golf swing is going to revolve around you keeping your head in place. Now I want to add one little piece in there that will help you hit it even better, and that is keeping the lead arm straight. So if you keep your lead arm straight, that's your left arm if you're right-handed, and you keep your head in place, that allows this club to travel on the ground, same spot every time. And just do that in the golf swing, from backswing here to the top, straight, down into almost impact, impact, through impact, and then you can let it fold. But this right here, head in place, lead arm straight, I'm creating a ball striking machine. I'm creating a robot, something you can rely on every day. You just show up at the tee, and it's like, oh my goodness, 5 minutes before I have tee time, I didn't warm up. I've got nothing. You show up, and you're like, you know what, I do have something. I've got my head in place, I got my left arm straight. I know the club's gonna come into the ground in the same spot. So instead of having that whole flip out before you're around on the first tee, because you know it, you're like, oh, I'll get to the range 30 minutes before my tee time. And obviously it never happens because you end up talking to your friends, you skip the range, and you're like, oh, I forgot. Don't worry, this will get you out of jail. This is your get out of jail free card for the golf swing. So keeping that in place, lead arm straight. Money on the face, right there. In fact, we just hit it right on the center. You see that wear pattern right there? That's what's happening because I'm keeping my head in place, my lead arm straight. When we look at what Jack Nicklaus tells us,
I don't care how many of the fundamentals in the game of golf you work on. If there's one most important fundamental that you must work on, and that's head position. I like to feel as though there was a shaft that came right down through my head and down through the middle of my back, and I rotated my upper body on that with my head remaining there, right in position. My head can turn, but I don't want it bobbing up and down. I don't want it moving back and forward. My head goes down, then my weight goes to my toes, so I have to shift back to my heels. If I move my head back, then all of a sudden I have something that's going to have to throw myself out of balance to come the other way. The most important thing in the golf swing is to keep your head right there, dead still, feel as though there's a shaft down through your head, and you just keep it right there and revolve right around that area.
he takes it a step further beyond what we're talking about here. He says that his entire body can revolve around this post, like he's taking a stake through his head. And that stake, which I don't recommend doing that because you might hurt yourself, but imaginary stake we can do. As I imagine this stake, and I can use my body then, instead of just picking up the club with the arms, the hands and arms. Hands and arms is inconsistent. Body-centric is consistent. You saw what I did with this left arm here and this head in place? This is being controlled by the body, the shoulders. It's not just me picking up my arm and dropping it down. No, you can see my body's working, head in place. So it actually frees up my body to make a much bigger turn, more effortless golf swing. Talk about swinging easier, hitting farther. I don't know how much more magic we can put into one tip. And I just told you consistent ball striking, effortless power right here, freeing up the body, less injury. This is what's going to get you playing great golf. By the way, I got a free mini course that's showing you how to do this. Go to SagutoGolf, check it out. It'll teach you the 3 top keys you need to be a great ball striker so that you can just get over the ball and do that shot after shot. So we're keeping our head in place. We've got our lead arm staying straight. You're feeling great contact with the ball. Your body's being freed up. This is really the secret sauce then. The head in place piece. If you just want to feel your head staying in place, a lot of you are going to have a moving head. So a lot of you are going to be doing this. Your head will move off the ball. Then you've got to move your head back to the ball to make contact with it. That's a whole lot of guesswork. I don't like a swing where you got to guess. I'd rather have a swing that you know that it's going to work. Not just maybe, but then yes, it works every time. Maybe, I don't know. Chuck the clubs in the lake. Go crazy. Maybe go crazy. That means we got to kick it up a notch with a little bit of a drill here. Take an alignment stick, place it in the ground. And I want you to place it in the ground so it's directly over the golf ball facing you. And I want you to stand in such a way that the stick goes right through the middle of the ball. And then when you're practicing your swing, use your dominant eye. So for me, I'm right eye dominant. I'm closing my left eye. And as I swing, I want to see that this stick stays through the middle of the ball the whole time. So when I do that, my head cannot move backwards or forwards. Closing your eye is necessary for this because if you have both eyes open, you can kind of guess it. You need one eye. So as I'm swinging, the head's perfectly in place. I'm feeling my body in control of the motion, the shoulders. My lead arm is straight. I'm over the ball. This gives me the best chance to return the club to the same spot every single time here. Beautiful divot, crispy contact through. It just doesn't get any better than that. Do we do it with the driver? You bet your bottom dollar. Let's do it. The driver. If you watched the recent episode maybe a month ago, you know that you got your driver's license because you can hit the driver really well doing this. I've got my head in place. I've just got a little bit of a different ball position. So look, my head's here, ball's there. I'm not going over the ball like this. You just want to keep your head where it is. Listen to Jack Nicklaus, hear that voice in your head. Keep your head steady. The barber pole right through your head. The stake right through your spine, through your head. So there I am, I'm centered still, into impact, good impact, through. I'm still centered, my head is still got that stake right through it. So we do the same thing here with the driver. If you want to hit the driver really solid on the center, this is what you need to do. So I've got the ball in a good spot. I'm just going to keep my head where it is and swing. That was awesome. Right on the center. That's like a freshly baked pizza. You just want to kiss it. Same thing again. Over the ball, head in place, nothing else changes. The whole swing revolves around this point. The whole swing. It makes the golf swing so easy. Head in place. Boom. Love it. Love it. You know what's cool too? It works every day. This information works when you do it. That means you got the same swing you can bring out the course every single day. There's none of this, I wonder what's going to show up today. Oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, maybe it won't show up. Or I went on vacation for 3 weeks, I bet my golf swing is gone. No. Chuck those negative thoughts out the window, replace them with positive, concrete information that works. If you've been shifting off the ball and your head's moving like some gyroscope, no, we're changing the program here. You got your head in place and you'll be able to return this club to the same spot every time for clean, consistent contact. Just keep it there. Oh, that was nuked. I could have shot a deer in the woods with that. Wow, we'd be eating deer meat for days. So Seguto golfers, you know what to do. Just keep your head steady. Mimic Jack. Take the stake, drive it through yourself, imaginary. And another thing, if you want to play the best golf of your life right now, check out my online golf school, Seguto.golf. It's a complete structured golf swing learning program designed to help you play the best golf of your life. Life is far too short to play bad golf. So start playing the best golf of your life with Seguto.golf. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in a future episode.